do apologize for that, but for some reason, and this is part of load shedding, guys, I vanished, and so did you. I am back. And as I said, I do apologize for the little bit of an interruption here. I am sure our electricity will stabilize now. I just came out of a load shedding schedule, so they probably is still busy trying to get everything back to normal. I'm back in the webinar. I'm going to continue. I spoke about the recordings available in our YouTube channel. Ask us questions today, guys. Drop it in the chat, and let's see how we can help you. During the week, if you have a question, go to our LinkedIn group, Step into Social Selling Domination, and let us help you to really start saving time, effort, and money on LinkedIn so that you can get the results that you're looking for, generating leads, getting new clients, and grow your businesses. This is our aim, to help you. We have one of you on the webinar today will win a free profile makeover. We are going to select someone that attends the webinar today and congratulate you towards the end of the webinar, and gift you with a free profile makeover, and more about that towards the end of the webinar. So I look forward to that. So do engage. Let me see you in the chat and so on. Let's really get most value out of this. Just quickly, we at Marketing Six is currently running a number of specials. One of the specials that we have is our social selling roadmap coaching. Until the end of April, it is going for pay for 1 month instead of the 3 months. It's a 12-week, 12-session coaching service that we have. And we decided, in the spirit of April and Easter and everything, to make it available for people to come and work with us to really understand how to work your LinkedIn, not just doing makeovers. The coaching takes you through a marketing strategy. How do you implement a marketing strategy into LinkedIn? It shows you the foundation elements, how to do that. It shows you what to do on a daily basis within LinkedIn, and it shows you troubleshooting. If it doesn't work, what do you do? How do you fix it? How do you get results? It's an intense coaching service. We spend an hour a week with you, and then you go and implement, ask us questions, and we help you in that way. A huge special pay for 1 month instead of 3. So more about that. And if you're interested in the coaching service, just drop me an email, tilly@marketingcx.co.za, and I can give you all of the details. Just to give you an idea, I'm quickly going to share my screen with you, and let us hope that LinkedIn is not going to bomb me out again. But this is what we do in our social selling roadmap. There are 12 sessions. We start off with your configurations, then your foundational elements, your messaging, your roadmap, your community work, how to create a marketing funnel, how to do lead generation, brand awareness, and then your roadmap, where we show you what activities you need to do, how do you measure your results, and troubleshooting. As I said, 1 month payment for 3 months of coaching, but it does expire at the end of April, so do not miss out on that. And then lastly, I just want to make you guys also just aware that we do have the LinkedIn marketing strategy makeover. Now, it is very much known as the LinkedIn makeover. However, our LinkedIn makeovers always focus on the marketing strategy. So in our LinkedIn makeovers, we've got three options. But the whole philosophy is to build in a marketing strategy into your profile. So it is more than just a profile makeover, but one lucky attendee today is going to get the profile makeover to the value of $197. So I look forward to the end of the webinar where I can show you what it's all about. I'm going to jump straight in with all of the disruptions this morning. We're running a little bit behind time. So just bear with me, stay till the end. You might be the lucky winner here today. So going in, we are going to look at how can you replace your marketing strategy, your marketing and sales budgets through your profile, your LinkedIn profile. Now, guys, I want you to understand something today. This is why since August 2020, I've been talking about LinkedIn on a weekly basis. And some people ask me, Tilly, how can you have so much to say about LinkedIn? Well, it's easy. It keeps on changing. And I try through these webinars to keep you up to date with all of the algorithm changes, the user interface changes, the additional features that we see coming in, and LinkedIn is changing fast. And since COVID, and with people working from home and the working environment changing, LinkedIn is becoming very busy. So it is becoming a platform where you really need to learn how to stand out. And with all of these changes, there are so much I can share with you. We do this on a daily basis, not just for Marketing CX, but all of our clients. And we work through these changes and we adapt. And when I'm going to talk about the LinkedIn profile today, I want you to understand that I'm going to do some corrections to the teachings we've done before and the advice we've given you before, because LinkedIn changed. And we have been testing this since December last year. And we keep on testing first on our own profiles and our own accounts. And as we see the changes, we find what works best at that point in time. So what you are going to see today is nothing like we've done before. So, and if you follow my advice today, you are going to be able to generate leads and get clients from LinkedIn and save a heap of time and money on ad spend and other sales activities. What I want you to understand from your profile, there are 5 critical sections that you need to focus on. And I'm going to highlight each one of them for you. You've got to focus on your banner. You've got to focus on your logo. You've got to focus on your headline, and you've got to focus on your about and experience sections. And what you need to do, and I've said this always, it's not about you, it's about them. Every time you go into your profile, you need to focus on what your ideal clients want to hear. You need to focus on what it is that they need from you and not what it is that you want to tell them who you are. A good example, for instance, is if I am thirsty and I land on a profile and they say, here I quench your thirst. My hair stands up, everything is alert because they've touched a nerve. They've touched something I really, really want right now. Now, if they said, we provide you with Coke, I don't drink Coke, and I will not relate Coke to my thirst. So this is why we need to focus on what they want and what they need. And this is a huge change that is happening on LinkedIn right now. We have got to focus on what they want. So let me take you over to my LinkedIn profile. And I'm going to show you how it works in LinkedIn. So if we are on LinkedIn and we go to our profile, what I want you to see is the banner and the image. Now, the banner and the image is extremely important. This is where you're going to use the time available to you to attract attention. You have got literally 3 seconds to go in and show people what you have for them, not for you. So it is not saying that I'm a great IT company and I provide cybersecurity as an example. It is, what is that cybersecurity going to give your ideal client? In other words, what are they going to gain from you? So 2 things that stands out with your banner is you've got to have an image that your ideal client is going to relate to. It must say something about your value system, because people buy from people. You want your image to say something about your company, your business's focus, and your value, the values that you drive. You don't want to put in here something that is going to show them a picture of your product. For instance, if you're an author, you could put in your book because they're going to get value from your book. That is your value system. But you want something that's going to resonate with them and it's going to leave an impression. The second most important in your banner is what I call a one-liner, or something that is going to tell them what are they going to get if they engage with you. So in other words, in my case, we help people with client acquisition. A person that comes to Marketing CX wants more customers. And those are the people that I want to help. Those are the people I want to focus on. Those are the businesses we serve. And then you want to have a qualifier to give them a little bit of credibility that you have got a plan, you have got a system, you've got a structure. You're not a fly-by-nighter that's just trying to run a business. You've got a very specific methodology that you follow to give them what they want. It is important to have that. I have added into my banner keywords that we focus on so that people can understand that is what we all about. You don't have to have it. It's just something that I wanted to do in my banner, is to attract more attention to my banner. Anything else that you want to put on your banner must be on the side and not in the center, so that it doesn't distract. And that is how you need to set up your banner in LinkedIn. And then your profile picture. make sure that you look straight into the camera and you've got a smile on your face. You want to get people buy from people, and people buy from friendly people. You want people to look at you and almost leave the impression of saying, welcome. This is my area. Now, in doing these images, this is what I want you to understand. And if you can walk away with just this today, it will be huge for you, because your profile is very similar to your website. This is the center of everything you're going to do in LinkedIn. So you want to come across as professional with your images, and you want to leave a good first impression. Guys, remember, you always just have one opportunity to leave a first impression. So spend time on creating the graphics in your banner and in your profile that is going to attract people. Here is the change, guys. And I have been testing it first on my profile and then on my client's profile. And I'm absolutely convinced 100% it works. In the past, we used to say that to set up your headline, you need to focus on who you are targeting, who are you serving, who's your ideal client, and then you need to tell them what you give them, and then you need to answer the question how. The who, what, how. It changed. That doesn't work anymore. And it doesn't work anymore for a couple of reasons. I'm going to give you two. The one reason is everybody's doing it. So you're getting onto a profile and it says, I help, I assist, I do this, I do that. Now with the LinkedIn changes and the, especially the algorithm changes, but also with LinkedIn being so busy at the moment, what we find is you've got to touch your ideal client quickly. And you've got to have a differentiator that makes you stand out above from your competitors on LinkedIn. And what we have found works best is to do it in 3 steps differently. Highlight the problem, highlight the solution, and highlight the results they're going to get. I get back to my analogy about being thirsty. When a person lands on your profile and he gets past that first 3 seconds looking at your banner, the next thing is your headline. And what you want to do is you want to touch that nerve. You want to speak to your ideal client. You almost want to go in and say, I understand you. I know what your problem is. I know how to go forward. So the first area is, what is the problem I am solving? Well, finding customers is a huge costly challenge for businesses. That is the problem I'm solving. So if you've got enough customers and customers walk through your door and you in fact are starting to tell people you don't want to service them anymore, don't knock on my door, because that is not who I am helping. But if you are a person that needs this kind of help, that is what we solve. That is the problem we solve for our clients. What is the solution? We have a LinkedIn social selling framework. That is our solution. We created a social selling framework. And then what is the results that you can expect? Well, you will attract customers that want to buy from you, saving you time and money. Now put this into perspective in your own business and ask yourself those 3 questions. What is the main problem I'm solving for my customers. Now, when you look at that, this is what I want you to think about. When you look at that, what is happening is a lot of my clients said, but Tilly, I can't do that. I've got 3 products. I've got 10 products. I've got 20 products. Look at the synergy around the products and what is that one problem all of your customers have. I have various products in my company, and I can offer you makeover, I can do coaching, I can do training, I can do a LinkedIn done for you, I can do various types of services for you, but each and every single one will give you more customers. So you need to look at everything and focus on that one problem that you have. And then you need to use your solution as the framework. Our framework is social selling. Within social selling, we have broken it down to various products. So get that one solution, and then what is the results that they're going to have? Now take it from where they are without customers and where they want to be. Well, you're going to get heaps of customers. So that is how you want to position it. If at all, your products is really so diverse, select the one that is going to resonate most with your communities on LinkedIn. But out of our entire client base, we have not found it that impossible to focus on one problem, one solution, and the result. You can see when you do it this way, that you in actual fact go in and speak to your ideal client. And that is your differentiator on LinkedIn, because nobody can copy that. That is yours. And you're going to stand out uniquely in a very, very busy LinkedIn. What we have done, once we saw these changes on LinkedIn, we swapped our about and experience. And let me explain. In our about section, we write our ideal client's story. And in our experience, we write our business story. Now it becomes perfect. Remember, I said your LinkedIn profile is almost like your website. So this is the central area for all of your activities on LinkedIn. Whether you have a page in a group, doesn't matter. This is the central area. This is where everything starts. But if you set up your LinkedIn profile in this way, it's a complete picture for your ideal client. He can now decide to engage with you and to walk a road with you, because everything is there for him. He doesn't have to wonder about anything. Now, let me just quickly explain. In our about section, we always have a header, and we change this. We change it sometimes from week to week. It depends on what specials we have. It depends on what we focus on. It depends on the engagement we're getting, the questions people are asking, and so on. So we change our header regularly. Then we go in and we want to tell the ideal client, I know what you need. I understand you. That's why I'm looking for you to help you. So first of all, we explain to them where we find them and what they need from us and what they need in their business right now. So it's almost like telling, and I've done this in webinars before, I'm not going to do it today, but it's like telling a Cinderella story. In any story, any movie, the relationship starts somewhere. So this is where we say, okay, I have found you, and where I found you is You are looking to promote your business. You want to promote your products and services. You want to do this. And in order to do that, you need something. You need a marketing tool. You need something. I understand where you are. So it's almost like that first meeting. Welcome, my name is Tilly Davies. I'm the CEO of Marketing CX. That kind of thing. I'm looking for people that's looking for me, whatever your phrase is. Then we go and we highlight their problem. Why don't they have what they're looking for? The problem is this. The problem is you don't know how to use LinkedIn. The problem is you don't have a marketing strategy. Whatever you identify as their problem. And you go in and you put yourself back in there in an empathy state. So what you want to do is you want to say, I understand that this is your problem, but I believe every single person ought to have a LinkedIn marketing strategy that works. This is my empathy towards you. I'm competent to help you, but this is an empathy statement towards their problem. And then we go in and we reiterate by showing our competency. So we highlight the problem, we empathize with the problem, and we show them that we are competent. I understand that you do not want to do this, and I can help you because this is where I now introduce myself as the fairy godmother. In other words, I can help you. I have the solution. Why do I have it? I've got 40 years business experience, 17 years in LinkedIn. I've been doing this on a daily basis, whatever you want to say in your business. And then you need to give them a plan. You need to give them structure because people are comfortable with structure. We just made that way. You know, we are all parents. You want to get the most out of your child? Give him a structure so that he has a disciplined environment in which he functions. Your customers works the same way. In other words, you want to tell them, I can solve your problem. I empathize with you. I'm competent and I have the plan. And here's the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This is how I move you from what you need, from where your problem is, to where you want to be by following these 3 steps. Then I give them an option to start taking action. Unless they take action, they're not going to get the results. So you've got to put in a call to action and start getting them in the habit of taking action with you. And then lastly, you want to highlight what happens if they don't take your solution. So you want to show them what their failure looks like, while in the same sentence, you want to show them what their success looks like. This is their story, not yours. And this is what they can resonate with. And the reason we put it in the about, because people, once they get past your banner and logo and past there, the first thing they want to know is more about you. And then they get the surprise of reading their own story. And you can imagine how powerful this then becomes. But as they then go down, we then focus on your business. And we always start with a very quick introduction, a brief resume, 2 or 3 sentences. This is where I come from. This is what I do. This is how I do it. This is why it works. These are the services I provide. There's where you've seen me if you have got testimonials like that. This is what other people say. Get in touch with me. And then any media, video, PDF, or anything else in here so that now they've got the complete picture. They've seen their story, they've seen your story, and there's a reason why we swapped it around. Why didn't we put the about in here and this over there? Because this is where we link our page in our experience. So if they now click and go to our page, we have prepared them to learn more about my business. So we've given them an overview of what my business is all about. Now they can go and dig deeper and go to the page. Guys, this is powerful. It just works. We've started swapping these around since January, and it is absolutely beautiful. The major result that we see in doing the profile in this way is we attracting people. So reaching out, posting content, sending out messages, working on group, all of that is still happening. But if it doesn't happen, I still get an influx of people coming to my profile, because in this way I could build in my keywords and so on. So I get more people wanting to connect with me than what I need to connect with them. And with 100 limitations that we have, this is beautiful, because now suddenly I can go in and I can go and show people how they can benefit from our services. Now, I just want to go back to the presentation and just show you in the presentation. LinkedIn changed, like I said, and you will see over the next couple of weeks in our webinars, so don't miss out. In the next couple of webinars, we are going to start highlighting some of these changes and how we have adopted our approach to move with LinkedIn. If you keep on doing the same thing, you're going to get the same results. Well, LinkedIn, if you keep on doing the same thing, you're going to be left behind, because LinkedIn has brought in so many new features and changed the algorithms and so on, that we have to change our approach. And we have to go in and be far more laser targeted so that we can outperform the competitors. It is for this reason that we are also re-recording our LinkedIn 7-step building block training. And we are specifically focusing on the small business owner, because the unemployment rate worldwide is skyrocketing. And we are looking at the small business to grow, to be successful, so that they can create the opportunities that we need. Now, in this 7-step building block, it's 5 days, 5 hours. We are going to cover in day 1 how you can create a marketing strategy. Now, that marketing strategy that we're going to show you, you can apply in your business on other social media platforms as well. And then we're going to show you on day 2, how do you build that into your LinkedIn and your profile, your page and group. On day 3, we're going to show you how do you manage your relationships on LinkedIn. If you've got 500, 5,000, 30,000 connections, how do you manage that effectively? And in day 4, we're going to show you what to do on a day-to-day basis. And in day 3, we are going to show you, in day 5, I'm sorry, I'm back to day 3. In day 5, we are going to show you how to use the analytics, how to troubleshoot, how to measure your activities to make sure that you laser targeted. The course has always been an online, going to do it live. There is huge opportunities for the small business owner, and the small business owners started picking up on this. So we are looking currently at maybe doing it again, maybe add it. Don't know. We are looking at what is happening at the moment, but it is creating a huge Storm to have a quick overview. We do have an issue. We wanted to start on the 2nd of May. 2nd of May is a public holiday. We are reaching out to our the people that registered already and find out if they want to continue on a public holiday or whether we should postpone it for a week. But watch out for communication on my LinkedIn profile and my emails that send out. And then we can take it from there. It seems to me that we have a number of questions today, so I'm just going to go in and just go through this. There's a number of messages here around the social selling roadmap special offer that we have, guys. It's expiring at the end of April, and we can only help so many people. So it is something, have a look at it. Again, tilly@marketingcx.co.za, or find me on LinkedIn, Tilly Davies, and connect with me, ask the questions. With Berlin not being here, it's a bit difficult for me to drop all of the links for you. It is a pity that we had a little bit of a hiccup in the beginning, but I think I recovered quite good. We are on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Tilly S. Davies, but just look for me. Or else, if you have any questions, guys, go to Step Into Social Domination and ask me on the group, and we can help you find whatever you need. I will drop in the links, Paul, at the end of this on Facebook this past weekend. It is the first time, guys, I'm very excited about this. I have built Marketing CX purely using LinkedIn for the last 7 years. It is the first time we are advertising on Facebook. And the only reason why we are advertising on Facebook is to reach the small business owner. I've never done it before, so it's quite an excitement and a different kind of experience for us to do it this way. So, but I still need to say that LinkedIn is still winning. We are still getting more registrations for the training course from LinkedIn than from our Facebook ad. So I am an absolute salt fan for LinkedIn. Great stuff. Awesome. Thank you. I have registered for the 2nd of May program. However, I just stepped onto this weekly webinar one. I'm looking forward to have you in the training. It's going to be awesome. We've had very positive feedback in the past, people that started generating leads and getting huge contracts during the course. So looking forward to having you on the course. Tilly, do you share the presentation afterwards? Although I don't, because it is on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube, then you'll be able to get it there. Does one need to have a professional from the start? Yes, you do. You only get one opportunity to leave a first impression. And if you send people to your profile and it's got the LinkedIn banner and so on, they go away. And even if you then optimize later, you're going to have to do a very good job with your content to let someone go have a look again, because it's better if you start well, you end well. So it's a good idea to really work out what your strategy, what is your marketing strategy on LinkedIn? How do you want to position your business? What are you going to focus on? It's also going to help you to be more structured. Great stuff. Graham loved my about an experience. Graham, it is something I tried in January, and I must admit my team were looking at me and going like, okay, we'll try this. And when we started seeing the results, I always use my profile first. We started rolling it out to some of our clients that's been with me for a long time, that knows that I'm a risk taker. I try things, and our results is absolutely awesome with that. So it works very well. Great stuff. Beverly, I know that you've also registered. Yes, I would also prefer to continue with the training on the 2nd of May. The 2nd of May is Workers' Day, so it's a good day to start the training as far as I'm concerned. And besides, the whole idea with the training is by day 5 that you've implemented everything I've given you. Now, the first day when we do the strategy is a lot of work. So if we do it on the public holiday, you're going to have the time for that. Alex is asking about LinkedIn Pro. Alex, does one have to have a LinkedIn profile from the start? You mean to have Sales Navigator or LinkedIn Premium? I prefer and I advise my clients to always start with Sales Navigator, because that's how you manage relationships. If you start later, you've got so much to catch up on. And we use a funnel system that nobody else does in LinkedIn, a marketing funnel system that just works. Marion says the course sounds great. I'm glad I could be of assistance, Marion. And then I'm away the whole of the following week. Beverly, I'm almost convinced that we will continue in the first week of May, because we also have our own schedules. And we worked it out that we were going to do it in the first week of May. So that's what we would like to continue with. Great stuff. So for today, I think the last area that we have for today, it's time to congratulate someone for joining us today. And the way that we, just to be clear how we pick it, is Berlin comes up with a number, and the person that enters the webinar on that number gets it. And today, the winner for the profile makeover is Marion Nixon. So Marion, congratulations. Berlin will be in touch with you after the webinar and arranged, and we will do the profile makeover to the value of $197 for you. And it takes us 24 hours. So if you register for the training, half of your work is almost done. So looking forward to helping you. Guys, that is all from my side. I'm just quickly going to copy some of the links into the chat for you, so that we can just do it. I do apologize. It's very difficult with Berlin not here, but here are some of our links to my profile, to my page, to the group, and so on. So just go in, guys. Make use of this offer. If you have a problem on LinkedIn or you need to clarify something, go on to step into social selling domination and leave us the question there. We will help you. It's free. Make use of it. The webinar for next week will be available later today, so look out for registrations. Look out for these webinars. We are starting to touch on the changes that we have. And once again, I do apologize for the hiccups today, but I think I got through it plain sailing, and we got through to the webinar. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for the opportunity to serve and to support you. I look forward to spending time with you next week again. Thank you.